Every single Halloween pet in Adopt Me as a value list. The worst valued Halloween pet is the Franken feline. Coming out in 2024, this pet is worth 0.04 ride potions. In terms of what that's actually worth, it's basically worth a random terrible toy, or maybe a cat or a dog if you're lucky. Up next is the Scarecrow, an uncommon pet from Halloween in 2023 with a 0.08 value. I personally think that this pet is slightly undervalued. It's a pretty fun concept. The CookieCutter is worth the same as the Scarecrow. So say for example you have a Scarecrow, you could easily swap it for a CookieCutter. An uncommon from Halloween in 2023, according to this site, is worth 0.08 ride potions. Which, by the way, is the equivalent of basically trading 13 CookieCutters for 1 ride potion. The exact same value we have the common pet from the Halloween of 2023, the regular classic Ghost. This pet is an easy common, very fun, and adorable Mega Neon that I think everyone should get their hands on, especially for Halloween. The Zombie Chick, 0.08 in value. It's a rare from the Halloween Chick box. Moving up, we're now at 0.1 value, we have the Sea Skeleton Panda. From Halloween of 2024, this uncommon pet is actually based on a real life animal called a Sea Skeleton Panda. Believe it or not, there is actually a real life creature in the sea that looks identical to this weird Adopt Me pet. Up next is the Slug. A slug originated in 2022. 3 years old, and it only has a value of 0.13, being an uncommon. It's kind of crazy to me that all of these valuable pets from literally 3 years ago are worth practically nothing. Like this 0.13 of a ride potion, are you kidding me? That's the equivalent of just like a random toy, you know, like whatever this toy is, you know, just nothing great in terms of value. So I wish you luck. If you're trading a slug, you're not going to get much value. Obviously, we're starting low and ending high. The next pet is the Ghost Wolf. Coming out in the 2022 Wolf box is the most common thing that you could have hatched out of the Wolf box, therefore it's not that valuable. But what's even more valuable is a Marabou Stork. Coming out in the Halloween of 2024, this rare pet has a value of 0.18. Feel free to go on pause and use these numbers to go and add up. Find out how many Halloween pets values you actually have yourself. The Halloween Blue Scorpion. Now this is a pet that you don't see that often. Coming out 4 years ago, this is worth 0.2 in value. It's a pet that you barely see equipped. I don't even know what the neon looks like of this pet because I don't see it that often. The Bat is worth 0.18 in value. It's classic, it's small, it's cute, and it's very easy to go and make into a neon or a mega neon. Especially going and trading for a mega, pretty easy to go and obtain. Plus, it looks cute, and you can't go wrong with a classic bat that originated 5 years ago. That's right, a pet that came out in 2020 is only worth 0.18 in value. Make that make sense, it's 5 years old. In 2021, we got the release of the Mummy Cats. At the same value rarity, 0.2, we have the uncommon Mummy Cat, the worst version of the Mummy Cat that you could possibly go and get. Quite the jump on the next one is the Undead Elk, a rare worth 0.35 in value. Personally, I just don't like this pet. It's a bit too creepy for Adopt Me. There's a reason you don't see many of these pets in the game, because it's a bit ugly. Its face shape, ugly. The whole concept, bit ugly. I don't think anyone wants this as a pet. People like cute stuff or fun things, not weird, scary skulls. You see why it's not that wanted. But next, I understand this one. The White Skeleton Halloween Dog. This one's cute. Compared to what we just saw, this one makes sense. This is worth 0.45 in value. It's an ultra rare from 2021. I personally think this in neon is a great pet. Not too difficult to pick up. Say for example you have 1 rise potion, you can go and get a minimum of 2 of these white skeleton dogs in value, and hopefully they go and add something a little bit more if you're going and trading for these pets for Halloween. But the next one is a Dracula Parrot. Now this does say that apparently the value is worth 0.5. Dracula Parrot slightly increased in value. I'm not sure I trust this value website 100% accurately in terms of the Dracula Parrot's value, as this pet was insanely easy to obtain. You could go and get it for free by knocking down a tombstone. Hopefully they bring that concept back, but this came out in Halloween of 2024, and realistically I'd say around half of this is valued. You could probably trade a ride potion for maybe 3 or 4 Dracula Parrots if you find the right person. But remember, it is a legendary. It's one of the cheapest legendaries possible, so around 0.5 value still does make a fair sense. Especially if you cross compare it to different value websites. Obviously, a value website just makes up the number. There's no official term or official way to figure out the number value of a pet. Like, that's not a thing. It's just what the Adomi community decides. Up next, we have the Evil Cicatrice. Coming out in 2022, this is an ultra rare pet, which is worth 0.6. This is a pet that I don't see that often. Again, it's like a chicken with weird wings and it's evil. I can see why you don't see this that often. The Indian Flying Fox. I actually really like this pet. People say it reminds them of the Bad Dragon. I imagine this pet might increase in value in the future because it's kind of cute, it's simple, it's an ultra rare. You can't go wrong with this styled pet, especially the colors. Colors basically give off Bat Dragon vibes on a budget. This is only worth 0.6 in value. I advise you go and get it before it increases. Up next, the Zombie Wolf, an ultra rare coming from the 2022 Wolf box, worth 0.6. I didn't actually remember that this was an ultra rare, to be honest. I forgot that that was an ultra rare, but I guess that makes sense. Up next, the Pumpkin Friend. Apparently, this is worth 1 ride potion. Honestly, I don't blame them. To go and get this pet, you had to collect so many purple pumpkins that it's just crazy. So going and getting this for 1 ride potion probably makes sense, because remember the purple pumpkins, if they bring that back, we are cooked. Up next, the Headless Horse. Apparently worth 0.7. Okay, I don't know how we messed up the order a tiny bit, but there you go. 0.7 ride potions is the Headless Horse, originating in 2024, is an ultra rare, and it's fun. It's a fun pet. I think the face is a little bit creepy. Obviously, it says it's headless, but I see a head right there, so I think it would have been funny if it was just a horse with no head like that. That would have been a bit more funny, you know? Up next, we have the Halloween Golden Mummy Cat. This is the legendary that you got from the 2021 Halloween update from the Pet Mummy Golden box. 0.85 in value. Not that much value for a legendary that came out 4 years ago. Again, I think this is underrated. Next pet, the Halloween Evil Dachshund. I forgot that this pet existed. It's cute, it's a rare from 2021, and it's a cute little dog. Worth 0.65 of a ride potion. The next pet is the Nightmare Owl. Honestly, one of my favorite ultra rare pets in the game, especially the neon. I like the vibe. It gives off the blazing lion sort of style as well. So if you want a blazing lion on a budget, I advise trying to go and get the Nightmare Owl. Next legendary pet that's obtainably very easy to go and obtain, is the Scarecrow Crow, worth 0.85. It's a crow, it's Halloween, but it came out not too long ago, so I see why there's not that much value to it. But a legendary for 0.85, and it's a crow, what's there not to like? I advise you try and get this pet. I think it's cool. I like the green glowing neon eyes. Pretty nice touch. What's worth more, apparently, is the Evil Chick. I think you can definitely get an Evil Chick for worth less than 1 and 1 ride potion, to be honest. I think you can probably get 2 Evil Chicks for 1 ride potion if you find the right person. Honestly, it depends if you can find the right person or not. Up next, the Dire Stag. Honestly, I just hate this pet. It's a bit creepy. It's like really squished. It's got scary horns. It's worth 1 ride potion. Released in 2023. You don't see this pet that often. But what you do see often is the Scare Bear. The transforming pet from 2024 that changes at night and daytime. I actually forgot the whole Scare Bear minigame. I do kind of hope that that comes back. That was a really good game. The Chimera, a pet that's worth 1.35 ride potions. If you don't know the story behind this, it is part lion, part goat, and part snake. All 3 elements combined based off of a Greek mythological animal. This is a pretty cool pet. coming out 3 years ago, I'd say go and try and trade for this before it goes up. The Lava Wolf, coming from the 2022 Wolf Box, worth 1.25 in value. It's pretty cool. It is just basically a retextured version of the other wolf, just to look lava themed. Jousting Horse. No one wanted this pet at the time, but slowly over time this pet's been increasing in value, and you'll see the other alternative version of the horse soon, but worth 1.4 ride potions. It's cute. I don't see it that often. Probably hard to find. Up next is the Skelly Rex, coming out 5 years ago. What? Where did that time go? I remember going and getting this pet. I remember playing the minigame, getting some candy in 2020, and adopting this pet. How on earth was this a 5-year-old pet? Now, if you got this pet in 2020, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like this video. If it gets to 500 likes, I'll go and give away some free Halloween pets, so make sure you guys like the video. Up next is the Werewolf. Again, this came out in 2022. I felt like the Werewolf came out more recently than that. That's crazy. A Robux pet worth 2.75 ride potions. I guess that makes sense because it was probably like 600 Robux to go and purchase, so that's probably the equivalent value in ride potions. Again, this pet transforms in day and in night. So all of these transforming pets definitely seem to be on the up in value. The 2022 Lava Dragon was a 1,000 Robux pet, and it's worth 4.25 ride potions, which is actually worth less than 1,000 Robux. So it's 3 years old, and it's now worth less than what it originally cost, which is a shame, but it might go and increase. Same for the Grim Dragon, 4.75, but this one came out more recently. I don't understand how the Grim Dragons have got more value than the Lava Dragon, even though this came out last year, and the other one came out many years before, but I guess maybe less people bought the Grim Dragon sort of situation. Vampire Dragon, same value, came out in 2023. Again, there's not that much love to this pet, but it is worth 4.75, which is the equivalent rough estimation of any of these. Not all of this stuff. So if you have, say for example, a Mega Neon Ghost, you could go and trade it for one Vampire Dragon. Say for example, you have a Neon Golden Griffin or a Neon Dragonfly, you could probably trade that for one single Vampire Dragon. Now we're going to start getting into the crazy value section. The Undead Jousting Horse is worth 12 ride potions. That's wild. What originally cost like 1,000 Robux has now increased to so much more. Now this pet is worth so much because not many people spent 1,000 Robux on it. It's rare. It's an exotic pet is what it's classified as. And what's it worth? It's worth an Undead Jousting Horse item close in value is the exact same item. Now apparently there's a bit of demand to this, which is interesting to see, and it is classified as an exotic, and apparently 370 people say it's their dream pet. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I wouldn't say it's a dream pet, but hey, maybe it is. Up next is the Jekyll Hydra from last year. 12.5 ride potions. Are you kidding me? Has someone like artificially inflated the value of this thing? Because how is this worth that much? I mean, obviously it cost 1,000 Robux, which is like 8 ride potions, so it's increased a bit, which makes sense, but I'm not sure if I trust this. You can let me know, do you think the Jekyll Hydra is worth what they're claiming it to be? Well, the next one you probably will agree, but 65 ride potions for the Evil Unicorn. This thing is insane. 65 ride potions. How much Robux would that be? Say I'm going and buying 65 ride potions right now. So we do 65, and we're going to say a ride potion is 150. That would cost you 9,750 Robux. Basically, what's that? 10,000 Robux is what, like $100? This pet is basically would cost you $100 worth of ride potions to then trade and try and get an Evil Unicorn. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's only going to get crazier as the next pet, as you probably guessed, the Shadow Dragon, 265 ride potions. Who wants to do the maths? 150 times 265 is 40,000 Robux for one Shadow Dragon. Obviously, don't buy pets for money. Don't buy pets for Robux. It's illegal. You'll get banned. That's the equivalent if you were to buy ride potions at 150 Robux. How many ride potions you need, the total cost in Robux would be $400 worth. Wow. And it gets worse. The Bat Dragon. The final pet. The best Halloween pet you can ever go and get. 350 ride potion value. 350 times 150 Robux. 52,500 Robux. That is the equivalent of $525 to get this pet. And I have a neon one. I wish I could sell pets, but obviously that's illegal and you'll get banned and it's a bad idea. But wow, I wish because that's like what? A neon means it's worth 2 grand. Surely people aren't buying ride potions and trading for it, because £2,000 for a pet is wild, like a neon. Then imagine it's mega neon, it's like thousands. It makes no sense. Obviously, don't sell your pets. I'm just using this as an example to figure out how much it would cost to buy that many ride potions. There is so much demand to this pet. Dream pet, 17,100 people say that the Bat Dragon is their dream pet. It's preppy, everyone wants it, it's cute, it makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, and let me know your favorite Halloween pet that you have in the comment section. And press the button on the screen to go and watch another Adopt Me video that I think you're going to love to go and watch next. So go and press this button to watch it now.